Then a voice told him, "Get up, Peter, kill and eat." "Surely not, Lord," Peter replied. "I have never eaten anything impure or unclean." The voice spoke to him a second time. "Do not call anything impure that God has made clean." Acts 10, verse 13 to 15. Hearing the voice of God. I promised you tomorrow we will look into this voice of Peter. And if you can consider the explanation of Peter in Acts 11 and verse 7, then I heard a voice telling me, "Get up, Peter, kill and eat." I replied, "Surely not, Lord, nothing impure or unclean has ever entered my mouth." The voice spoke from heaven a second time, "Do not call anything impure that God has made clean." This happened 3 times, and then it was pulled up to heaven again. Why do we need the voice of God? Number 1, from this story, the voice of God gives. The voice of God said, "Get up, Peter, kill and eat." Those are instructions. Get up. The voice of God has the potential of reawakening you from a spiritual slumber. Remember, Peter was in a trance. Remember that? He fell into a trance, but the voice told him, "Get up." So the voice of God carries a vibration that reawakens people from spiritual slumber. Number 2, Peter. The voice of God confirms your transformed self. The voice didn't call him Simon or Simon Peter. The voice called him Peter, the name given by Jesus in Matthew 16. Told him that you are Simon, but now you'll be called Peter, Cephas, rock, and on you I will build my church, and the gate of the Hades will not overcome you, and I give you keys of heaven. Whatever you open is open, and all that and all that. So he called him Peter. So the voice of God confirms you are transformed new self. Number 3, the voice of God, he told him, "Kill and eat." The voice of God gives supernatural correct instructions that you cannot defy, even if those instructions are not according to your beliefs. Peter defied and he said, "No," but the Lord told him, "Are you opposing? Are you resisting? Don't call anything unclean that I've made clean." But what was he being shown? Number 4, the voice of God in verse 15, "Do not call anything impure that God has made clean." Number 4, the voice of God explains with the clarity beyond doubt the vision. If you look at verse 10, he became hungry and wanted something to eat. Let us look at verse 11. He saw heaven opened and something like a large sheet being let down to earth by its 4 corners. It contained all kinds of 4-footed animals, as well as reptiles of the earth and birds of the air. He saw that. And then the Lord, when he resisted because of lacking understanding, the Lord explained to him, "Don't call anything unclean that I have made clean." The voice of God explains the vision. Look at this in Acts 10 and verse 27. Talking with him, Peter went inside and found a large gathering of people. The sheet he had seen, containing all kinds of four-footed animals, as well as reptiles of the earth and birds of the air, its interpretation was, verse 27, a large gathering of people, but all of them Gentiles, all of them uncircumcised. That is what God was showing you. The sheet meant Gentile nations. And these reptile animals, four-footed animals, those kind of unclean animals, was a picture of Gentile spiritual nature. But now they are being made clean. And Peter is one that is going to be used for that mission, to go and baptize them into Christ, to make them receive the Holy Spirit, so that they may lose that nature of four-footed animals, reptiles of the earth and birds of the air. They lose that nature and they adopt the nature of Jewish nature, which says a people belonging to God. So the voice is explaining the vision to Peter. So many people, the reason why you are not implementing the dream you had is because you don't have its interpretation. And the interpretation of the mysteries, of the revelations, is in the voice of God. Many of us invest in seeing, but rarely do we invest in hearing. And without hearing, what you see may lack authentic systems of its implementation. If you look at the verse Gapi, if you look at the verse 19, while Peter was still thinking about the vision, the Spirit said to him, Simon, 3 men are looking for you. So get up and go downstairs. Do not hesitate to go with them, for I have sent them to you. For I have sent them. So who had lowered this? And the voice was the Holy Spirit. So the voice of the divinity, number one, prepares you for human encounters. 3 men are looking for you. The voice of God prepares you for human encounters. You are made ready. The type of personalities you're going to encounter. And then get up and go downstairs. Do not hesitate to go with them. The voice of God comes with speed grace. Comes with the speed of implementation. Do not hesitate to go with them. That speaks of speed. For I have sent them to you. How did Peter position himself for hearing this voice? I would like you to read the following. Number 1, watch hour. Verse 9, about noon the following day, observe watch hour technology. Number 2, Peter went up on the roof to pray. Number 2, on the roof, launch into spiritual realm. Number 3, to pray. Be a prayerful person. He became hungry. Number 3, to hear the voice of God, you must be hungry. You can interpret it as fasting, but you must have that hunger to hear the voice of God. And then number 5, he says, and wanted something to eat. Create desire. Create a compelling, deep desire. And when the meal was being prepared, he fell into a trance. The other thing is fall into a trance, enter into rest of God. So something was being prepared physically, only to realize that it had already been prepared in heaven. enter into